I'm out on the course with one of my students, Anu, and I'm like, Anu, I'm like, the pressure plate. And he's like, what? The pressure plate? Oh, that's right, the orange board. And then on the next shot, he did it. So what's interesting is with your irons on the course, you could think like, okay, I'm going to make believe that I'm on that pressure plate when I'm doing my swing with my iron on the course. And it actually will help you to transfer this concept to the course. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's why. So when you're on there, you're trying to get an idea of like, okay, what it's like to be on the pressure plate. Because then when we get out in the course or when you're out there yourself, you can think, okay, I'm going to make believe I'm on that pressure plate. And then you'll actually hit a better iron. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Take your time. Straight back, no sway. And then inside out, and then lean the board. Take your time. Yeah. It works well for the sway. It's just hard for you to hit from there, huh?
Yeah.
I think what's happening is because you're putting so much attention on the sway, you're then, losing some of the other stuff. Let's just see what you lost
I
here.
think I'm definitely losing the swing path and coming straight down a bit.
Yeah. Look, the sway is doing better though, for sure. 100% better there. Let's see. Yeah, it could be a little bit more inside out. Now, this one, you were actually too close to the ball. So move that pressure plate. Only half, be very careful. Only half. Hang on. Let me do it. Just you got to do it this way to make sure it's exact. There. Okay. So you were too close to the ball there. Your path was decent, actually. Okay. But what I was going to do for your path is this, okay? Because you need this set up for your path right now, which is to help you with that narrow from the inside path. Are you with me?
Yeah, just to get it a little bit more.
Yeah, because you tend to come down and cast a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Did we do this already? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So can you sit up there and just check let me see a takeaway here. So first, wide straight back. Okay, one sec. I gotta move it over here a little. Now try again. Wide straight back. Let me see. Yeah, and then narrow inside. Yeah, in there. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So let's try to put together the balance and the path this time. Take your time. It's the balance and the path. Remember, straight back and don't tilt the board. Don't tilt the board. Then inside out, and you do want to tilt the board. Yeah. Okay, take your time. No hurry. Work like a charm. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Nice shot. Isn't that crazy? I know. With all this in the way, the flight monitor obviously isn't going to give me much. Sometimes it does. Yeah, it was a good hit, right? It was a good one. Yeah. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Yeah, that's one big thing too I'm big on is I use the tools as needed, meaning like I'm not a guy that's like, oh, I'm just going to rattle off of just a bunch of numbers that are like numbers for somebody and then they're like, well, what's that mean? I'm like, well, if we're using flight scope, we're not going to have this like for what it's for. We're not going to have this in the way because the readings are going to be sketch. But right now, that's actually not as important for us as getting the swing right on Swing Catalyst.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't even care what the flight monitor is saying. All right, let's take a look at this one here. So you go straight up. This is good. I like this. Straight back and up the plane. Look at this with no sway. That's what I'm talking about. And what's amazing? Look at this. The pressure plate's helping your head position. Do you see that? Because you're able to tell if you're swaying off the ball or not. I'm telling you, for your next birthday or Christmas or whatever holidays or whatever you're celebrating, that's worth it for you, for someone who has swayed. I wish years ago that someone got me doing that. I swayed for years before I fixed my sway. You know what I mean? And really what fixed my sway is, the other drill is bag on hip drill.
Yeah.
Not everyone's a fan of that though. It's the drill though. It really does work. All right, now let's take a look here as you come down. Yeah, look at this. Narrow and from inside. I think so. Let's see if you got a better crescent moon this time by doing it this way. Let's trace it. Yep, look at this. You see it? Look.
Yeah.
because it just and the hard part is just getting this concept. And you could see, look, you even still had some white wall visible, which means you still could have brought it narrower coming down,
Yeah.
but still compared to where we began, that's still much better, as you can see. But you see how the crescent moon is there,
Yeah.
you know? And again, this is crazy, but it's almost like, again, when you're over the ball on the course, you need to be thinking. See, it's funny, like you want to set up to the ball, right? Pick the club for the distance, aim for direction, right? And then go into swing catalyst land in your mind.
Yeah.
I tell everyone it's a performance. You need to go out there thinking that you're going to perform the form or the procedure that should be performed for that circumstance, right? As if you're trying to do it like perfectly on TV, you know, so you're trying to make it look correct. You know what I'm saying?
I just try to practice enough at home to where I can get these like more as muscle memory, like at least the swing paint.
Yeah,
And everything.
yeah.
And then on the course, I can just have one thought when I'm over the ball.
Sure.
Like head still or something like that.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not over
Well, I would say one thing I'm always thinking. There's three things I'm always thinking about. They're on the wall over there. The balance, the swing path, and my supination. Those three elements.
Yeah.
Because those three things are gonna determine the ball. I can't make a golf swing without thinking about my swing path. Still to this day, it's not gonna happen. I have to know what I'm trying to do with my swing path.
Yeah.
My balance is more natural now. I don't think about my balance as much anymore. What you're working on in balance doesn't even come across my mind anymore because I did it so much. So that you want to make the norm. You want to adapt integrate the balance as like that's golf balance. When I have a golf club in my hand, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because then that'll eliminate that variable. But I think swing path has always got to be there. Nice. Now you know it's amazing. Look at this. Your arm position got better just from doing that. Wow.